Barnyard. One of the most beautiful shows out there. Listen, this is where we got Biggie Cheese. And today we're talking about a piece of history that seems to have gone missing. Now, on this channel, we talk about costumes or suits from Disney parks or Universal or at the movie premieres. And usually at the end of those videos, I would ask you, the viewer, what you think happened to the costumes of the characters. They're not in the spotlight anymore. The characters that retired. And I think you understand where I'm going with this. For Barnyard, we only got one costume, being Otis, which is just a little bit depressing that the owners got shortchanged. But let's look on the bright side, we got at least one. And it's great. Love and time went into the suit. But by the title of the video, I think you and me both know something happened to the suit. So sit down, it might shock you. Otis appears to have been broken down and sold on eBay on November 15th, 2019 for $500.13. Now we can look at it in two different ways. That it appears to have been scrapped at some point in time, but someone bought it to save it, and that's good. Or the suit has been broken down, which obviously it's been broken down, and the only remaining parts are the head and udders of Otis. Because it really doesn't make sense to not to sell the whole costume. So we could speculate the only pieces that were saved from this costume was these. So something happened. Now I've looked across the internet to see if someone had mentioned that they have bought these pieces of the head and udders of Otis, but it went nowhere. And while finding more info on this, it looks like the image on screen has been taken down. So I can't even find the website that I had found this image on. It's been erased. But from this highly low quality image that we could see, it was used for cast members on a parade. But I'm telling you, he was not in any parade that I could find. So the seller is telling the truth and I'm blind, or they're confused. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Also, they put Disney on the listing, so I don't think they understand that Barnyard was a Nickelodeon property. But listen, it doesn't make sense because they own it, right? And they should know where they got it. You don't just find something like this without you getting the history of it, So I went across the internet looking for answers, trying to find anything I could. My first thought was eBay. It was sold on there, but nothing. Did I try WorthPoint? Nothing. Reverse image search, one of my best friends, nothing. My search history to see when I went into the website where the photo was, nothing. For everything I tried, nothing showed up. I went Googling, yeah, Perry the Platypus. Nickelodeon Barnyard Toy Collection or Nickelodeon Barnyard Plush, Nickelodeon Barnyard Collection, Nickelodeon Barnyard Suit. I tried every other search. I twist words and put this and this and that, and still nothing. It's so weird. It's like all the info on it has been erased, which is weird. You would think buying something for $500.13, the 13 cents is very important, you will post about it, but maybe the person is a private collector. But let's think about this. How did they get this costume to leave Nickelodeon? And listen, trust that these companies wouldn't allow these types of suits to leave their possession. So either Nick saw the suit in horrible condition and was going to throw it away, and then someone saved pieces of it, then sold it. Because just the head and udders don't make sense. Where's the body? And arms and legs? Then, did the person who bought it even get it? We all know when shipping rare stuff, usually something happens which is a big old pain. So who says the person even bought it, received it, and was in the condition it was listed? So yeah, what happened? In the end, the mystery of the Otis Barnyard costume just kind of fades into the void. Whether it was scrapped, saved, or still sitting in someone's private collection, we may never really know. Digging through the internet and the weird corners, whatever, trying to piece this together to what really happened to this forgotten suit really fried my brain. I tried so long. I've been trying for a month, looking through anything I could find on this. But who knows, maybe one day someone will pop up and say, hey, I have the Otis head and udders, which, why you a little bit, passionate about the udders there. You're a little bit weird right there. Anyways, the mystery could be solved right there. Until then, it remains lost, and thanks for watching. And as always, if you know anything about where this costume has ended up, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear it, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.